Hey guys, it's Nate here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a reconstruction of my 5-minute and 48.95 second 3x3 blindfolded solve. I'm just going to do a quick rundown of my lettering scheme I use. So in blind solving, each slot is resembled with a letter pair, which is how we memorize it. We memorize it by letter pairs, and we make words out of the letter pairs. So here's the lettering scheme I use, which is called the SPEF's lettering scheme. So this piece right here, what this piece right here would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. And then for the corners, I use the exact same lettering scheme, except it starts up with this corner in the top left spot, and I go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. And also, I solve with the green center on the front and the white center on the top. Scramble will be on the screen right now. And also, I'm using a die and tangent M. So here's the scramble. And first thing I noticed is that there was 2 edges that were already solved, which would mean I can solve it a lot faster. So first thing I executed was the edges, despite me actually memorizing the corners first. So first thing I noticed for the corners, for the edges, is that this piece right here needed to go right here into the T spot. So the swapping algorithm, it swaps these 2 pieces and also these 2, but I'll get to that later. So since I needed to bring up the piece of swap, so I brought out the T over with a D wide 2, and then L prime, and then I did the swapping algorithm, which is just a T perm, and then I undid that. Next, I had this piece right here, and it had to go into the S spot right here. So what I did, I brought the S spot over, I did a D, L prime, D wide prime, L, and did the swapping algorithm, and I undid that. Next, I had this piece that was the red and green piece, and it had to go into the top piece right here, had to go into the P spot. So I did a D wide prime, L prime, swapping algorithm, and then put it back where it was. Next, this piece had to go onto the I spot, and I did a L wide, D prime, L2, swapping algorithm, and then undid that. Next, I had this piece, and I noticed it had to go into the F spot, so I did D wide prime, L, swap, then that. Next, I had this piece right here, which had to go into the O spot, so I brought it over, did swapped it. Next, I had this piece right here, which had to go into the D spot, so I didn't have to do any sort of setup, so I just brought it there immediately. Next, I had the final moves. So I saw this piece right here, it had to go into the Q spot. So I brought it down with an L wide prime, D, L2, swapping algorithm, undid that. Now finally, I only have one more swap to make. So this piece right here had to go into the U spot. So I did a D prime, L2, swap, and then did that. But the thing is that I had to memorize an odd number of pieces, so these 2 pieces were swapped. So I did this algorithm called the parity algorithm, which is just an RB perm, if you know what that is. And then now it's back to normal. So next I did the corners. So for the corners, the piece right here in the very top, which would be the A piece, swaps with this piece right here, which would be the P piece. So this piece right here had to go right here. So I did an R prime, swapping algorithm, which is a Y perm without the F moves. Next, I had this piece right here, had to go on the bottom right here. So this is the X piece. So I brought it over with a D and then an F prime, and then swapping algorithm. Now it's in the right spot, as you can see. Next, I had this piece right here, had to go into the F spot. So I brought it down with an F2, swapping algorithm, brought it back. Next, I had this piece right here, which had to go into the V spot. So I did a D prime, F prime, and then did swapping algorithm, and then undid that. Now I'm onto my final corners. I have this piece right here, and it has to go into the N spot. So I bring the N down with an R2, do swapping algorithm, bring it back up. Now I only have 3 more corners up the swap. In this piece, it goes into the goes into the T spot. So I brought it over with a D prime swapping algorithm. Now I only have one more swap to do. And so this piece right here has to go into the L spot. I brought it over. And then now the cube is solved. And also, on screen now, I'm going to put what letters I memorized. So, hope you guys like the video. And I know it might be confusing for you if you don't do blind. I'm very proud of the solve, even though it was quite a lucky scramble. And see you guys next time. Bye.